About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reach. Said I was gonna get it, they gon' see it, but they ain't gon' believe it. Can't stop, I can't now. Hold on, let me get the breakdown. Train to go like a K now. I'm about to let my light shine. We piped up till the pipe down. These niggas selling pipe dreams. Baby girl, sweet as ice cream, and I need, you better believe. Sit back, look at my cheeks. Why you had to check my demeanor? Competition ain't free. I'm about to take them to the cleats. They gon' get started depressed. Please not start no mess. These niggas petty and I'm not impressed. I have them holding his chest like he having heart attacks. Told you I'm hard to dip. I know that they see it, but they don't believe. Look at them so misleading. 144, mission complete. We undefeated, you better believe. Fuck being equal, I'm unique. Drop a line note like a bomb motor. Prepare for the fallout. One way solid, what you talking about? Me and my nigga bout to ball out. These little nigga better bow out. Tell him rank up, tell him fall out. I'm on my job, I can't call out. I'm in the wind, I want it all now. Don't give a damn about the track record, little nigga, you about to lose today. Look, I got moves to make. You can even move, you can get moved away. Choose your fate. Most of these fools, they fake. Ain't got a card to play. Nigga, they ain't hard to break. It gon' get dark today, like the rest of Sean told the hard way. Nigga, way out of your league, please believe. About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reasons. I'm gon' get it, yeah. Know they gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe. Sick with it, now you know that. Fuck the world, I can't go back. Ain't no coward, I don't know that. Bitch, I'd rather take a toe tag. Run it up, you know I'm good to go. Work my ball, you know I'm good as gold. They want smoke, got revenge naked in my bedroom doing the Tootsie Roll. Big dog niggas, I'm trying. It's my time, you way out of line, way out of bounds. Oh, you ain't noticed the line. That on my flow is a vibe. I know it's gon' be stressed. I know it's gon' be pressure. Gotta stay focused. It's a cool word, baby girl. I should be a soldier, you should be my loaded. It feel like something controlling me. Spirit take over me, holding me high with it. Believe me, it's over, look over my shoulder, and I see my soldiers and they ain't no play. Keep spitting fake. He real, but I'm realer. Fucking leader, I don't feel her. Fucking God, I don't feel her. Cut his eye, I'm about to kill her. Wait, hold up, let me catch the rhythm. Okay, I got it, I'm ready. He crossed that line, he gon' regret it. No high rock, I rock it steady. Hope he keep it going steady. You better believe me. Certified, one west solid, it ain't hard to tell. Can't lie, this hard as hell. These people racist, nigga, better watch yourself. I'm getting this mail. Chasing them blue faces like I'm Gargamel. And I work too hard to fail. Glock with me, gotta guard yourself. You know why I keep it, they try to come get me, I'm squeezing, you better believe. About to go live, got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talk about, got soldiers ride with me. And they know I'm lethal, I got my reasons. I'm gon' get it, yeah. Know they gon' see, but they ain't gon' believe. Like that.
Y'all know what we do. Y'all know what we came to do. Huh? You young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough. You young niggas ain't tough enough. I don't think y'all really wanna fuck with us. I told you we no bitches. I'ma need for you to listen while I paint this perfect picture. We not Christians, watch your mouth. Have them angels in your house. And them people bring you out. Bitch, you know we got that power. And you know we not no cowards. Oh, you on that bullshit? Well, I'm on it too. Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Wait till I get with ya. If I gotta go to ground, I'ma shut the town down. I ain't about to stop until I hear stand down. All you gonna see is a lot of man down. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord, of course, on one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with niggas go to ground. We go to ground.
As I live, if I live, let me make one thing clear. The Lord is the only man I fear.
We are not the same. No, we not related. I'm not stuck on living. Death is a vacation. My camp undefeated. You cannot debate it. You just want the clout. We just want the praise. I'm just trying to get it. If not, I'm trying to take it. Give me that. I say fuck the devil. You think I'm talking Satan? One West in my blood. I'm a UPK creation. We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud. Straight up out the base. The world done made me crazy. The world done turned crazy.
You dealing with the men of war. We at war. I sided with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground. We go to ground. You dealing with the men of war. We at war.
They know
I
about that
sided
shit.
with the Lord of course. On one accord. We ain't never stopping now. You running now. All my niggas go to ground.
144,
we go
nigga.
to ground.
You see me riding with them people I be sliding with. We take the truth, ain't no denying it. It's this fire I spit, I got that line script. I put that pressure on them, about to put extra on them. This how the Lord is doing you. Boy, I tried to warn you. We go to ground, I own your time, yeah. You wanna blaze, we in them last days. They tried to keep my niggas locked up in them cages, yeah. I'm in pages, yeah. In them scriptures, yeah. I'm gon' flip it, yeah. I got that shit rockin'. I got that bulletproof heart and spirit, yeah. Retarded with this Glock, I'm gon' give it to you. You with them niggas that's gon' go to ground. Take over and you know your place. Make no mistake. There ain't gon' be no trace, ain't gon' be nothing left. Spit to my last breath, boy better watch yourself. I'm coming with lashes, hey leave them niggas in them ashes. I'm flowing like Cassius, they killing the masses. It's cool cause when I meet the king we gon' be masters. Yeah.
We in the game, man. Hey, listen, y'all. I'm Priest and General Hosden holding it down for Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Rashak, where you at? Oh, man, we got Nia Doc, Kali Shooting to be in the building, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got some good stories today, huh, Warrior? We got some good stories today, man. Listen, let's get it in. Let's get started, man. To Cali get up in the game. What's going on, Rashak? You know what I mean? Captain I.S.U.P.K, Captain Occupier. You know what I mean? Rashak, you got the team.
I'm good, sir.
Tonight.
So them fellas is only understand Spanish now, so you have to say buenas tardes. ¿Cómo está?
You gotta walk me through this one here, brother, because I do not know no Spanish.
Them fellas don't talk English no more.
Yeah, I mean, I do not know those Spanish. You got to walk me through this one here, brother.
The cow casa.
Yeah, I mean, I should have to help me out with this one. I should know how long I've known you, man. I should be speaking fluent Spanish by now, as long as I know you, brother. Yeah, I mean, Most High in Christ, man. Listen, man, listen, man, for everybody to know, Captains Nayatak, Ashapari, Mamakabaf, Officer Yawasop, they took a trip to the Puerto Rico school, man. They held it down out there. Y'all did a camp, too, as well, all right? Let's talk about it. This is what happened down there when you went down there. Come on, tell me about it, you know what I mean? Let's go.
Yeah, come on, so this is so like you.
Well, it must have been good, Oz, because you ain't got no voice. I was like, you don't have no voice, baby, so it must have been good, you know what I mean?
So, as you can remember, sir, back in the day when I was getting class from you from back in the day, I always said I wanted to do a camp. I wanted a camp to be there. I already had the spot picked out. And we went to that spot. As soon as we got there, demons was jumping. That's what happened. We were setting up and he had a pastor next to us. And he was talking trash to me. And, we tried, we do what we do. We just ignored it and waited, set it up. And when we set up, the dude kept talking his trash. Now he's preaching Jesus. He's doing all, excuse me. He's preaching Jesus and everything. And then soon enough, he come out, and as he's preaching Jesus, he turns his back, and guess what the dude does? He likes to speak. And we just ripped into him from that point on. But other than that, like you can see, it's like it was like this. It felt like we was seeing the little kids, like little children who haven't had something good to eat, who haven't had something to drink, who was living in desperation, who was living in stress. You could just see it, and spiritually, they were depleted because the leadership in Puerto Rico really don't give a damn. And Captain I thought, saw this too as well at the Mazabah. You could just see that the people out there, when they heard us speaking, like it was like then we needed to hear something like this because this whatever they said, what they're saying is like so daring and so different. Like nobody ever said this to us, and but the people were reacting like they wanted to hear this, and of course you had your hackers. We even met another person claiming to be Jesus back in the day when I was living over there. There was a man called Jose Miranda. He was AKA Anticristo, AKA Jesucristo Hombre, right? And then the day we was there, we have this dude. He was claiming to be Jesus. Also, was trying, trying to tell us that he's Jesus and what have you. But then in that video clip right there, you see Captain Naita feeding the people what Christ was all about. What was the mission? Of course, me being the translator. So that way people can hear it, and the people were feeling it. People were feeling exactly what Captain Knight thought was bringing down. It was like I said, feeding people. It was like feeding children who were malnourished and didn't have anything to eat. Spiritually, of course, and you could just see it like differently from what they normally would hear, which is the Christian church and all the garbage that come out their mouth. You know what I'm saying?
I see. Hey, I see. Y'all on the Christmas tree, huh?
Yeah. On top of that. Here's the thing, sir. Right next to us, right? They weren't there, and I'm gonna tell you the story behind this. Right next to us, right? The Purple have their camp. Here's the difference. That same day earlier, I had, because in Puerto Rico, you deal with two types of cops. You deal with the state cops and then you deal with the municipal cops. We gotten the permission to set up by the state police. But a municipal cop came and talked to me and she was like, you know what? I'm in there and they wanted me to come out here and talk to you guys. Now, I'm not going to kick you guys. I'm not going to tell you guys to pack up because I love what you're saying. She said just like that. And I'm about to leave at 3. And she said the rhyme is that in there
they don't like what you're saying. You mean because behind in that building is like a plywood. And she said, but I'm not gonna kick you out. And then when I told her we had permission to be here, she was like, oh, even better. The only thing, of course, they don't allow was the speaker. We can't have a speaker there, but other than that, we can do that speaking, and especially that you have the permission. I tell them, listen, with us, you're always going to get things done the right way. She said, good, because the other guys that be out here, they don't have permission. And they to be saying things that the people here don't like. But I'm not gonna kick you guys out. You guys keep doing what you're doing. So much so that I even like it. You told me that. She told me just like that. I even like it. Love what you guys are saying. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. I just left us alone. We did what we did.
Hey, for everybody, and I want everybody to hear this, man. Just so you know, Captain I.S.U.P.K, came back into the school, but he came back into the Returning Soldiers program. And the reason why I bring it up because you got brothers out here who left the truth, who did X, Y, Z, and maybe anxious or scared to come back and don't want to come back. I take that. But let me tell you something. We got something called the Returning Soldiers program. For brothers who was in the truth before that want to come back in here, you contact the I.S.U.P.K. We got a program for you set up, man. They get you back up in the school. They get you back up rolling. Look at Captain I.S.U.P.K. He done did it. He did the Returning Soldiers program, and look at him now, man. You know what I mean? When he came back into school, he was in Puerto Rico. Traveled back to the States, got trained up in the States, and guess who he went back at again? Back to Puerto Rico, man. They better peep the game the Most High doing out here. So if anybody out here that was a soldier, I'm gonna get back in here, we got a Returning Soldiers program. You understand me? Contact the school, hear you, and we put you in. But I'm gonna say this to you. This ain't about no game with no hustle. Because Captain Oz he ain't coming here with no game, no hustle. He came in here fighting them demons he had on him all his life. Destroyed them demons. Conquered them demons. You understand me? Sacrificing all for the love of the Lord, man. And expect if you try to come back in here too, you gotta do the same exact thing. The same exact thing. You understand? So big up the Captain I.S.U.P.K and all the other brothers that came back to the Returning Soldiers program, man. You gotta be big up, brother, you, man. You know what I mean?
Right. So if I may, I also wanted to be big up and to water to Captain Markova for all these guys, Captain Knight.
That's right.
Captain Knight Shot also rocked it out there. Officer Bond went and at least got one day in, but he went. And Y.A.H.W.P.K and my man, Officer McGonagall out in Puerto Rico. He holding it down, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make my way to get back up in there, and we're gonna have these cats more often, the Lord allow.
So hold up, Osh. You said a bun went down there with you too?
Yes, sir, he did.
Man, you know what? A bun is like having an REI. Every time I turn around, a bun is somewhere else. Y'all hear me? Like every time I look, Officer Abun is somewhere doing something.
Yep.
If he's not in Canada, he down in Brazil, he in New York, he in Philly. That cat don't stand still for nothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that's a testament to the men we raised up in here, man. This ain't no game. Right. This ain't no joke. We raised up warriors in the I.S.U.P.K, man, who willing to lay it all on the line. Big up to y'all, brothers, for what y'all did, man. Big up. Wow. Damn right. Oh, now, with that being said, right? With that being said, Mr. Josh, let's get it. What we got lined up, brother?
I don't know if you wanted any more the video and the pictures. If they have, I know this is the what I was playing before was the footage from the camp. But Ash, do you all have any more than pictures up?
I do, but it's on my other phone, and I just sent you a few more pictures if I could. So I was trying to go and get some interviews because a lot of people don't know this, right? But in Puerto Rico, they slapped Ephraim by setting up a statue, a large statue, the size, and I believe Captain I.S.U.P.K so too. No, he did. But they set up a large statue, the size of the Statue of Liberty of Columbus. Okay, like that. I don't know who was the government at the time or the governor at the time in Puerto Rico, but there's a large statue of Columbus. Yeah, and it's crazy because they got it set up right out close by to this area called La Cueva del Indio, which is the Indians' cave. You know, you go there and there's some artifacts and all that, but it's like a diss to Ephraim, like saying, yeah, this is the guy that conquered you and what, you know what I'm saying? And when you see the statue from a distance, it kind of looked like somebody sticking a middle finger when you see it from a distance.
Yeah, if I could ask, in Trinidad they have a statue like that too. It's not Columbus, but they say it was one of the Native Indians who quote unquote helped Columbus, and they have it half naked with making some kind of gesture with his finger. A couple of years ago, when GEN.YAHANNA went down, the Native Indian people, what you call the Caribbean, the Arawak community, they was trying to pull the statue down. But of course, the government didn't want it, so that could be probably all throughout the islands to kind of, like a everlasting reminder that you are conquered people. You know what I mean? In the spirit, because they don't even teach it. They don't teach it in the school, but that statue there, there's a big tall thing in the sky.
Right. And the vibe down there, like if I may, sir, the vibe down there is like you have Ephraimites who really don't even know the past. Like literally, I done had conversations with brothers and sisters. I've told you about this too. Had conversations with brothers and sisters about the days of Columbus and the things that followed right after. It's like what happened down there is what they're doing now to black people over here, which is what they call it a critical race theory. You know what I'm saying? But they've already instilled that in me from like the young Ephraimites. Like I even spoke at the time when I was in my early 40s and late 30s. Even brothers and sisters my age didn't know what Columbus did and the things that followed. And I'm like, wow, here on this island, they don't know this thing, but it's true. A lot of our people don't even because nobody tells them anything about what happened. You know what I'm saying? And the UPK, we're gonna make them remember because that's what we need. We need to be reminded of these people, the atrocities they did then, and the atrocities they still committing, not just to Ephraim, but to all the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Because our people don't see these things, and we out there as a constant reminder. This is who we got to deal with until Christ comes back.
Damn right, Warrior. Damn right. Most High in Christ. So let's get it. Let's get into the stories.
John, do you want a little bit of the speaking, sir?
Yeah. Let's hold off. We're gonna end the show with they speaking up. When we end the show, let's put they speaking up there, man. All right.
Count on.
Let's get the Most High in Christ, man. That brother did a hell of a job going down there, man. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and I want to take the water to Captain Lodge. I know I said I wanted to go to Puerto Rico, brother. I wanted to go bad, but I couldn't make it out there this time. But Lord's will, brother, next time I'm going to be out there with you in Puerto Rico. Yeah. We're going to get to the end. You understand?
Right.
I'm going to make it to Puerto Rico, brother. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Damn right. So let's get that story. Come on.
Count on kind, sir. Count on kind.
What we going to start with? What we hitting with, Michelle?
I think we had to start with Al. We had to start with...
With Al Sharpton?
With Al Sharpton. I think
what that snake them do now? What them did now?
Let's start with Al Sharpton. Okay, he going on there in the Ahmaud Arbery case. You know, of course, trying to show face and stuff like that. And the defense lawyer turn around and say, "Yo, we not only don't we want you back here, but we don't want none of them black pastors back in this courtroom."
Hey, Mashak.
Yes, sir.
Is that Cali coming up in here now, man? What's going on, Cali?
Cali. I think they're having
everything going on. Who that coming in from Cali, man?
I think they're having some issues, some technical issues because they're coming in, but then it getting choppy and then it coming out. You know what I mean?
Let me know when we got them in here solid. All right.
Count.
Let's go back to old stick behind the aisle.
Yeah, count. So like he turned around and say, "Yo, you know, we we don't want you back in here. They're claiming it's a distraction. I'll read the what it's saying soon.
Read it. Come on, let's get it, brother.
Defense lawyer in Ahmaud Arbery trial sees Reverend Al Sharpton and says no more black pastors in the courtroom. You know what I mean? Like if I could say, like this the proof how they ain't the men of the Lord, because the scriptures say your prophets ain't gonna be hidden in a corner no more. But this defense lawyer getting ready to put Al back in the corner. You know what I mean? Yeah, put him in the corner. So imagine you are defending someone who chased and shot down a black man. Your line of defense is that he was following. 1 second. Your line of defense is that he was following an old slave catcher's law, and you tried to bar the Reverend Al Sharpton out of the courtroom. Just imagine you are that audacious, that arrogant, that bigoted. The only one who doesn't have to imagine doing this is Kevin Goff, the attorney representing William Roddy Bryan, one of the 3 men charged for killing black jogger Ahmaud Arbery last February. He actually said it in court on Wednesday. And he didn't just stop at wanting Sharpton gone from Glynn County, Georgia courtroom. We don't want any more black pastors coming here, Goff said to Superior Court Judge Timothy Walmsley when the jury was out of the room. According to NBC News, he said that the family bringing Sharpton and any high-profile members of the African-American community is intimidating for the jury. Reverend Jesse Jackson had also joined Arbery's family earlier in the week. Like that, they intimidated. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. It's a lot.
Go ahead, if you got any more on it before I go into it, I'm gonna let you go ahead and read some more about the story. If you want to bring more out about it.
Yes, so there's some more. Goff this is from NBC. Goff said that to his knowledge, Sharpton doesn't have a church in Glynn County, Georgia, where the trial is being held, and never has. We have school board members, we have county commissioners, we have all kinds of pastors in this town, over 100. And the idea that we're going to be serially bringing these people in to sit with the victim's family one after another, obviously, there's only so many pastors they can have, Goff said. And if their pastor right now is Al Sharpton, that's fine. Then that's it. We don't want any more black pastors coming in here trying to influence the jury in this case. Sharpton, the leader of the NAN, National Action Network, and an MSNBC host, said in a statement that his attendance Wednesday was not disruptive in any way, and was at the invitation of Arbery's family, who have stated that publicly.
You know what, Mashak?
Come.
Let me say this thing. This is okay. This should be a wake-up call to every so-called black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right? Because on the surface, right, these cats are supposed to represent what? Christianity, am I correct? The whole Christian doctrine of faith, right? This is letting you know that they don't respect that Christianity that they torture themselves. You understand? It ain't about that, it's about them. Give me the scripture in the Bible where it says, the beast loveth his own kind and his own life. You understand me? Like, they don't want nobody in there because they don't want nobody trying to influence nothing. Now, how is it you in a deep, deep South? You know what I mean? And let me ask you this question. How many black people are on that jury? That's what I want to know.
I think it's one. Is it one?
So how in the world is Al Sharpton or black pastors affecting the jury? Tell me.
Right.
I want to know how they affecting the jury. They not. You understand me? How can they? When everybody on there, on that panel, are Caucasian.
It's 11 white, sir. 11 white and 1 black.
Oh, come on, you got to be kidding me, really?
Kind of one can't say 11 white, 1 black, and I think they say one of the white jurors got sick and they replaced them with another white.
Yeah. Once again, man, you have to understand something as Black, Hispanic, Native Indian. Once again, this Christian church has failed us, man.
That's right.
This brother, this man falls right in his hands, in their hands. Because of the lies and the evil they have done to us and taught us, don't nobody respect them at all. According to them, it's supposed to be the church. Not a black church or white church. Not black pastors. He a pastor, supposed to be a pastor no matter what. But it's separate because they never ever meant for us to be the same or equal as them.
Right.
And the pastors have failed at the job of getting us ready for the battle which we're now fighting right now in this land called America. They failed because they didn't teach us the truth according to the Bible. They taught us what was taught to them and what's going to get them money. That's all it was, man.
That's it, sir.
Right now, Esau show you to his face that money means nothing to them. Your status means nothing to them. The fact that you call yourself a so-called Christian, and even though I'm a Christian, means nothing to them. But you know what does matter to him? You know what's now equal to him? Give me that scripture I call for.
Ecclesiasticus 13 and 15.
Go ahead.
Every beast loveth his like.
This is what matters to them. Them loving their own kind, man, their own like. You understand me? And their own kind, their own like, are the same fellow oppressors, Caucasians, just like them. They love them. Which is why they know the jury is unbalanced, but said that they can do about it. Why? They love their own people, man. Which is why the prosecutor broke all kind of lines in this case. Why? Because every beast, read it again, I.S.U.P.K.
Every beast loveth his like.
That's why. Because every beast is down with his own kind, man.
Right.
You understand me? And they don't care if they being hypocrites in front of everybody. It just matters about them. What's going on with them? And who's down with them and who they are. You understand me? Go ahead. Keep on reading, I.S.U.P.K.
And every man loveth his neighbor.
Go ahead.
All flesh consorted according to kind.
See that? All flesh, listen. Oh my God, this is so heavy. And this is what I want everybody to see. They are showing you the division that's established in this land from them and us. It's not no shame. The brother Blackley said with subtlety, and I'm going to say this to you, brother. I hear you on that one, but I think they'd be a little bit more than being subtle. They coming right out with it, man, telling you. You understand me? And let you know.
Okay.
They ain't holding back. They telling you how they feel about this here. This that same old Southern. I wish we had Con on this one here. This that same old Southern. We don't want you down here messing with our niggas, our niggas.
Yeah.
Con.
We don't want you down here influencing our niggas down here. It's the same old mentality, man. It's the same mentality. And why are they able to do these things, man? Yeah, we know this land is their land, but let me say this to you. They are doing this here because the Christian church has failed us as an organization.
That's right.
As an organization that's supposed to have our spirits and get our spirits straight, they have failed us, man. Right. And they tell them right there that they don't respect them. To the point to where some say, well, I'm not here to be a pastor, I'm just here for the family.
All right.
Are you kidding me? This is going on, man, because they gave us an F as far as leadership, as far as spirituality, as far as protecting God's chosen people, man. When the whole earth is supposed to be down with their own, and listen, they're supposed to know that what he's saying is wrong.
Right.
They can sit in the courthouse like everybody else can sit in the courthouse.
That's right.
They gonna watch the case like everybody know they watch the case.
That's right.
Come on, man. This is ridiculous. Everybody got anything else they want to say on? And I can go on that on this one here.
Go ahead, Nancy. Go ahead.
Cancer. So like I said, just like you're saying, so, you know what I mean? Like these Christian church has, you know what I mean, failed us so much in that, you know what I mean, we're looking at the oppressor justice system and thinking that, you know what I mean, it's a just system. You understand? Where the court system is divided. You have what, 11 jurors being Caucasian,
Yep.
the judge being Caucasian, the prosecutor being Caucasian. You understand? The police is Caucasian. So you are losing, you know what I mean? You just, you know what I mean, just a roach that you just step on. And now, you know what I mean, somebody had to come to your aid. You know what I mean? If not for the Lord, boy, you know what I mean, we won't get any type of justice in this place if not for the Lord. You know what I mean? And that's why what you're saying is so heavy. Whereas they come together, even, you know what I mean, like brothers and sisters or brothers that have a, you know what I mean, a beef, and they, you know what I mean, they go to court, and after court they go have a drink. You know what I mean? That's it, sir.
Most High in Christ. But shot.
Kind so the same thing like the Nantak was just saying there. The like now, okay, you like now nobody could say this is the United States of America. Like this is evident in the judge. The judge ain't even say, you know what, take a break, let me see counsel, come approach the bench, let me check the all too. Let me let you know what I let in the courtroom and out the courtroom. Let me know what I allowing people to say. He didn't even say that. He let him say, I don't want no more black pastors up in here. So I thought Christianity was all about love and inclusive, and it's for everybody. But now we're seeing that, you know, this is very separate. Like, we still 3/5 a man. We're not part of all men were created equal does not include us. It definitely doesn't include us. And for people like Al Sharpton and Jamal Bryant and all them aspiring pastors, like, this should be a wake-up call. Like, you buying into the Christianity all the goddamn time. You running into it. You peddling it to us. You peddling it like good old heroin, like good crack. Like you the corner boy for these big-time plugs in the Christian church. And then now they tell you when you could step and when you can't step. Like, who you really working for? Who's your boss? Is your boss the Lord? Or is your boss Goff? You know, the defense attorney Goff. You know what I mean? Like not even Pharaoh said, don't bring another Israelite before me. Not even Pharaoh said that. You know what I mean? Moses come up there and, and shame his wise men with that damn staff. Pharaoh didn't even say, don't bring no more Israelites before me. I'm done with all Israelites. But he's not even a judge. He's a defense lawyer. He said, no more Al Sharpton, and furthermore, no more black pastors anyway. Like that's the how to say the fat lady has sung. That's the end of the Christian church. Like a lawyer take away the power from you. He tell you can't step in here. And they're in there swearing on the book that you swear by, swearing on the Bible. Right? We uphold this Bible and this, that, and the laws of God on the man and God and blah, blah, blah. But yet we don't want that's a real separation of church and state right there. That's the real separation of church and state.
Now, Machad.
Yes, sir.
Did the judge agree with what he said?
He ain't agree with it, but he ain't checking.
Yeah.
He ain't stopping. He allow him to say what he had to say. It's not like he's stopping.
Now, is the judge going to allow the pastors or black people to come in there, or they can't come in?
Well, they ain't say nothing like that yet. They ain't say nothing like that yet. I would imagine that the judge would not go that far without the case turning to him. I ain't sure, but they ain't say nothing like that. Where if the judge is agreeing with him, but the judge definitely didn't, tell him he out of order for that. You know what I mean?
Somebody give me Jeremiah. No, Jeremiah 3:23. And this is why he felt comfortable in saying what he's saying. I understand you got a lawyer, he has clients, right? I got that part there, right? But this is a murder case where a man was killed unjustly, right? And it was seen that you were once to have some sort of some of the common spirits in that court, which is what a pastor's supposed to be. You know what I mean? There to keep things calm. Y'all done train these Christian pastors to be so calm that when things rise up, they keep they calm. You understand me? So why wouldn't you want that in there? Unless, so none of that matter to you, man.
Right.
And if you were so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, this should tell you one thing, man. That you put your salvation and your hope in one thing that has failed you. This ain't helped us, man. This ain't helped us get nowhere, man. We feel like, okay, hearing these stories, brother, and then reading about the history that happened in this country before the 60s, I feel like I'm back there again. I feel like I'm back there again.
Come.
I feel like I'm right back there again, man. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
Can't believe and see the things you're seeing. Now, this is 2021. You know what I mean?
Counsel.
And it seems that murdering a black man is something that just, you know, okay, random, just whatever. No justice, he got killed or whatever.
Right.
Give me Jeremiah 3:23 real fast, brother.
If I could too, sir.
Why they getting that? Go ahead, Michelle. Come on.
I know we are California on the inside. They're out there in Vegas, you know, gaming. Captain Goddard, I don't know if you're hearing.
Hey, Shalom, General Dr. Goddard.
Hey, what's up, boy? Y'all, what's the deal, babe? What's going on, man?
Just wanted to come out here and just tell y'all about this Las Vegas events we had, you know. Had an excellent time. We just got done with the barbecue right now. Yeah, I mean, I know they're going in here. Good, man.
All right, I hear you, brother. It sounded like I had a good time, man. You know what I mean? I'm sorry I couldn't be there, brother. I missed it. But that's all right, though. You know what I mean? I missed the next one, you know what I mean? Next one better be back in Cali. You know, I miss my Cali. I ain't saying nothing. Don't leave it alone. You the man on the ground, baby. You make that call. I'm going to leave it alone, warrior.
Hey, damn right.
Yeah,
I was just appreciating. I seen the video and the pictures with Captain I.S.U.P.K and Captain I.S.U.P.K. That shit was amazing in Puerto Rico, man. I just want to big them up as well, you know. But that's all, General. I don't want to take too much of your time. We just want to come on here and, you know, talk about the Vegas barbecue and all the brothers that came out, you know what I mean, and supported and all that as usual. So, you know, I ain't going to take too much of your time, sir.
Mosai, you ain't taking none of my time, brother. Mosai Christ the Wilder, brother.
All right,
hey, you know, if I could, and you still around the brothers intermittently, you could always jump in if anybody wanted to, you know.
With all the captains right here, yeah, and in general, good. Yeah, but you want your brother?
Hey,
Barack.
Good. Good. We up in here.
What's going on?
That's a hard road. That's a hard road right there, boy. Goddard. Gotta take that road to the what's he gave you on the
You know, we kept the house.
What's up, kid? What's going on, boy?
Gun, sir.
Yeah, that's a hard team there, boy. Vegas tables they're gonna have a problem with y'all.
Right.
They're gonna stop y'all in the airport and ask back for all the money. That's a hard team y'all got right there, but sorry for them tables. That blackjack dealer gonna get whipped tonight.
The Akim was winning so much money on them slots that the suits had to come down.
They go
All right.
about to get together and do something. So we're gonna bid y'all do and let somebody in here a little bit later on when we get to the party spot.
All right, brother, I'm gone. All right,
So
y'all fucked up.
Yeah, how about you, motherfucker?
Yeah, that's
Most High Christ. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? So who got that scripture I called for? Jeremiah 3 and 23.
Jeremiah 3 verse 23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills.
Stop.
And from the
what?
From the hills. And from the multitude of mountains.
Stop.
True.
The Bible said truly in vain. Vain means nothing. Like you're hoping for salvation from this government, which is showing you time and time again that there is none. For a man to come out of his mouth and make that comment is vulgar and vile. When they murdered this man, what law in the land of America teach you or show you that you can't look inside of a house that's being renovated? And if you think he's doing something, you ought to notify the police, stand back, get a good description of him. You don't take your guns and go cut him off and go kill him. And then you say, well, he charged at us. If you point a gun at me, I'm going to charge at you too. I ain't going to let you just shoot me and kill me. No, we're going to fight out. What you thinking he was going to do? You pointed the gun at him. You chased him down. If he was a criminal, man, that's what we got police for. That's why.
Right.
You stay with him, get a description, you understand? Get a description, give it to the police, and let that be it. But because you put your hope in this system that has continually shown that it fails us, man, continually shows us that it is not a part of us or down with us. That's what you do. You hoping for something that don't mean nothing, man. I'm not surprised at what I hear. I'm not surprised at what I hear and what's going on. Personally, I've been dealing with this since high school. When my parents took me to Catholic school, I dealt with this in high school, in Catholic school. The Bible says the beast is down with his kind. They love his life. All flesh consort to each other. They love their own kind. I've been dealing with this since Catholic school, man. Forget about Esau military. Forget about out here in the business world, out here in this world trying to make a living. That's what they do. They're about their own kind. When you gonna be about yours? Right. When you gonna learn how to love yourselves, man, and love each other, man? Don't be upset because of what you see going on. Don't get shook about it. Because like there is a power in heaven, the Lord gonna exact vengeance for what they're doing to us. And we're gonna bring it out as well. Keep on reading the scripture, Captain.
Come on, Counsel. Truly, Slakia, for from the hills and from the multitude of mountains, truly in the Lord our God is salvation of Israel.
You know what's going to make us safe, man? It's going to bring us salvation. Us finding out the truth according to who we are in the Bible.
That's right.
If you're a so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, you are part of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, man. You understand me? That's who you are. You get up in here and learn what to do and what not to do. You understand me? The Lord said in the Bible that when we do what he say do, he going to keep us safe. And he going to bring hell down on our enemies. He going to bring hell down on the ones who hurt us unjustly, man. You understand me? And this is what you're seeing right here. That was unjust as what they did. It was very unjust.
Come.
It's unjust. You know the power of a shotgun out?
Yep.
Yo, the power of a shotgun is amazing, brother. You understand me? It's amazing. It'll stop you. It ain't no joke. That's why they gunned this man down with a shotgun.
Come.
They cornered him in, boxed him in, and gunned him down.
Counsel. At close range, Susan.
Brother, I was going to say that next one, shot. I kind of didn't want to, but yeah, at close range.
And like yes, sir, if I can say
Go
something,
ahead,
sir.
nice Doc.
You know what I mean? More and more, you know what I mean? You talk about it and think about it. You know what I mean? Like, if they like to push this whole Christianity is love for everybody. You know what I mean? Christ died for everybody. This whole, you know what I mean, that whole God love everybody doctrine. We're white pastors. You know what I mean? We're white evangelists that come in, you know what I mean, and speaking out against these atrocities against black people.
Right. You're right, nice Doc, because according to them, murder is wrong.
Yeah.
According to them, that's murder. So how come they ain't speaking out about it? Because they don't care, man. It's about them and them only. Go ahead.
Concert. You understand? And now they're crying out when Sharpton go into the court to try and sway. Of course, it is almost like your oppressor. He knows that El Sharpton's job is to go in there and just get money, basically.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He ain't really going in there to really help, you know what I mean, sway whatever. He going in there for money.
Yep.
That's his whole take.
Yep.
You understand? And your oppressor, he sees it. But we don't. We don't see it until, you know what I mean, until the money, you know what I mean, in their pockets. You understand? That's the same thing with the brother who was there too in the picture with Sharpton. What's his name?
Benjamin Crump.
Benjamin Crump. He right after El Sharpton on them.
Yeah.
Like he's a lawyer to go get, just to go cut a deal with the state or you know what I mean, whatever. He's there to cut a deal. Because I don't know if you remember an incident that happened in North Carolina where a brother, he got cornered by the police, and they opened fire on him and killed him. He got shot in the back of the head, and it came out that they said that he was trying to use his car to as a weapon, but the video didn't show that.
Right.
Benjamin Crump got them to cut a deal so that they don't bring out anything about this case. So the family got money, and you never heard about the case again. Never. You know what I mean? So they just go in there just to, you know what I mean, just to cut deals. And they know, you know what I mean, your oppressor, he knows it.
Right.
You know
he's the one, as you say, he's the one sending them in to you know, cut the deals. Like, if I could too, so
come on.
When it was a couple of days ago, I was watching this special on Michael Brown case in St. Louis. And they walk it down from the incident with Michael Brown all the way up to when the trial started. And there were so many decisions on what would not be admissible in trial. And even the brother who was walking with Michael Brown, he was a witness. Darren Wilson walked past him shooting Michael Brown. Remember, I don't know if you remember, Al Sharpton went down there, and like a few days later is when the tape came out with him in the store. And then they arrested the brother for some other charge, and they say it was drugs, and he was never allowed to be a witness. They say, you know, because of the drug charge, and then they say his testimony is not consistent because he said Darren Wilson shot Michael Brown in the back, but then the bullets is on his side, so then he had to be high. He's lying, so they eliminate the only witness who was there. And then they show you how so much of the evidence they decide to leave out the bullets in the ground that prove Darren Wilson was over him. They didn't put that in the evidence. The other witnesses, the people who was in the apartment buildings that saw him get out of the car, they didn't let them testify. There was another construction crew, a contractor crew who was there, and they show you the videotape with them coming outside saying, well, why are you shooting? He had his hands up. They didn't get to testify. They show you systematically how they eliminate certain things in the case. And Al Sharpton them was down on the ground. So, like, our oppressor, he knows how he sends them in to sabotage us. So he want to make sure that monster he create don't turn on him.
That's
so
right.
Like, I don't want them coming down here, you know, working all that, you know, that nigga voodoo magic and getting y'all to flip. He don't want that in the court. He know it good and sure. You know what I mean? And also too, Jeremy, if I could, we seeing the same thing in this case with the Kenosha trial with Kyle Rittenhouse, where they literally sculpting the trial to try to get their own off. As he was saying, every beast loves his own. Like that judge in that Rittenhouse case might as well be Rittenhouse grandfather.
Yeah.
The way how he treating him. The way how he treating him, the stuff he lets him go, he might as well be Rittenhouse grandfather. Like you wasn't walking home from school. You wasn't going to the store for a loaf of bread and a container of milk and a stick of butter like Sesame Street. You left your own house, had your mother bring a rifle, and armed up and decided to walk the street, but somehow you the victim? Nah. They're sculpting the whole thing to try to get these oppressors, off because that's their brother and we not. And we just had to, put ice on it and just, keep going.
See, this is the problem I got. And this is what's going on. Our oppressor going to be who he is. That's not going to change.
Right.
He's shown us, the track record speaks for itself. He's shown us time and time again who he is. By this time, it's 2021. We're not supposed to be surprised at what goes on. Not at all.
Right.
The issue again, like I said, is the ones he done paid money to, like how you said, Mashak. Also part of that payment is not to teach us the truth. That's also part of that payment.
Right.
Part of that payment is to keep us blind as to who we are. Because they're supposed to let us know who this man is. You understand? Let us know that this is the, who he is according to the scriptures. He Esau according to the Bible, and he's against us. He's going to do things slick his own way. And to beat him, we got to come back to our Lord the way the Lord said come back to our Lord.
Right.
Not the way you do in a Christian church, sing and dance. No. But the way the Lord said to come back. That's how we defeat him.
Right.
You understand me?
Okay.
That's how it has to happen. And they're not doing that. That's also part of what you're saying too, Mashak, because like they are loving to, what's the word I'm looking for? They love to show face. That's what I want to say. Like they showing face by coming down there. You understand me? They showing face. And why else do you think they showing face? See if y'all see what's going on. Something happened. Because remember, for a while, our Charlotte wouldn't show his face, right?
Yeah.
Remember, for a while, he got shut down by the black community, right? Why is he doing it now?
Money.
More than the money. We know it's the money. Why is he doing it now?
Is it because we calling them out? Because we've been asking where them pastors at.
No, we've been calling them out for a while.
Okay.
Something happened that he now got to show his face. Something happened against all these so-called spiritual black leaders and regular black politicians. Something happened that now they got to try to show their face. And they getting rejected. He ain't, listen, this is the second time he got rejected. No, it didn't happen before, but this is the second time he got rejected in about a month.
Yeah, because he got rejected on the border too.
Yes.
Yeah.
He got rejected on the border.
Yeah.
Why did he get rejected?
The people tired of seeing, them show up and do nothing.
The people tired of their bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? So he got rejected. But why did he get rejected though, Cat? Like, y'all ain't bringing me all the way home on it, baby. You got to bring me home. What is the reason why he out here now trying to save face and got rejected again? Bring me home. Why?
Is it the work we doing? Like they're seeing what we doing.
Like you close, like you want it. Like you making a skillet hot. It's getting warm.
Okay.
It's getting warm. I'm ready to put the oil in the skillet now. Come on.
Okay.
What just happened that went across the whole earth with us?
Oh, the mission to Acuna.
the mission to Acuna.
Yeah.
Y'all don't understand what the mission to Acuna did throughout this whole earth.
Right.
We made hypocrites out of spiritual leaders, out of governments, out of everybody who called themselves some sort of leader with power. We made them look like hypocrites.
Okay.
By going down there and putting ourselves in danger and feeding the people with our own dime. So now, yes, they got to try to come out now and try to show face and save face.
Right.
He tried it down. Acuna got ran up out of there.
Yeah.
Now here he go again, trying it again and getting run out of there again as well.
Right.
Like the Lord is in the midst of this head. The Lord is letting everybody know these are not your leaders. You're supposed to be following, man.
Calm down.
Like nobody respects them. You understand me? Nobody.
Yes,
the
sir.
Lord is showing the earth that these men who sits in these positions of power are not the people or men that are supposed to lead the children of Israel.
Right.
That's why he's getting rejected the way the Lord making this happen the way he's making it happen, man.
Right.
Because when them brothers down there in Texas, you know what I mean, under Captain Kahan and Captain Yadazak went down to that border and put their lives in a personal danger, showed the whole earth what it means to have brotherhood and who the leaders of the earth really are. That's what it showed.
Yeah.
And now because that happened, these cats now got to go do things and really try to put on a face and save face. The Lord is not letting it happen, man.
Calm.
The Lord is not letting it happen. He is not. And you will see more of this happening when they're going to try to really show their face and act like they really a voice for the people, and the Lord going to get them shut down even more. Watch what I tell you. More of this is going to happen. You understand me? The Lord is in this head, man. The Lord is now really making a separation on who you're going to be following on this earth. You understand me? Who you supposed to be down with in this earth?
Yeah.
And it ain't them so-called leaders. Mashak, you want to say something?
No, that was it. So you for sure right. It's definitely not them.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Lord put it in your face like, listen, these ain't the cats, man. These not the ones that you're supposed to be following right here. These not the ones.
Yeah. Yep.
These are not the ones.
And so like yes, sir.
Come on, Isaac.
You know what I mean? And the victim family, more than 99% of the times, you go get these type of black so-called leaders to represent you. They have that love for Esau or that fear, you know what I mean, they have for Esau, you know what I mean? So they go get these men to represent them. So they don't come off as, you know what I mean, as aggressive as they should, you know what I mean, as black men who have been treated, you know what I mean, been ill-treated in America.
If I could not, like definitely some of them, but lately these families been talking back. Remember Michael Brown's father? Remember the stepfather? They had to get him out of the picture.
Right.
If you remember that, the one, not his father, but his stepfather. The stepfather and the mother went to hell off. I even seen some footage. I'm gonna find the name of the documentary. I'm gonna send it to you. There are some footage where the mother show up on the scene when just after he got shot and cussing them cops out. I mean, up in their face, going to hell off because they starting to cover up the whole thing. And even this father here, remember, he walk out the courtroom, check the media for asking him that stupid ass question about why you walk out the courtroom. And then he went on CNN and said, listen, my son was lynched, and I don't believe we having a court case over this. The CNN anchor asked him, you think this was a lynching? He's like, hell yeah, this was a lynching. We back in the 20s again. We back way before civil rights. You're lynched my boy, and it's on tape. You know, even the brother in Wisconsin, the one who they shot in the back all the time, 9 times in front of the kids.
I know you're talking about. Yeah, the brother who got paralyzed.
Yeah, the brother got paralyzed. Yeah. Remember, his father went on TV and went to hell off. So it's down there like the tide change, and it's like before the Christians would go for them, but now it's like the tide change, and it's like they come into throw water on the fire now. Like as the Lord moving them out, the families don't really want it. They don't really want this passive shit. They don't want to be pacified. They don't want to be bought. They want blood. They want justice. They want somebody to go to the gas chamber. Even the one it just slipped my mind, boy. It was real recent. Oh, Vox Booker in Indianapolis, the brother who they it was 4th of July weekend. He was with some white friends walking through some land to go to a beach. And them old redneck hillbillies had cornered him.
And they were trying to hang him.
Yeah, they try to hang him. They say bring the rope, and they tell the friends leave. Remember, the defense attorney, the prosecutor and the defense come to him with a deal. Yeah, they try to pay him off, and they said in accordance with this, you're gonna have to publicly accept their apology and agree to never talk about it. They asked him to sign a non-disclosure. He said, hell no, I want to go to trial. Then they slam him with felony charges of trespassing. Because he didn't want to take it, which lets you know that's what they be doing with all the families. Anytime you see they take a story from a family or a couple or something, they and then sign that non-disclosure, and Vox Booker say he ain't doing it. And then now he facing felony charges.
If I could too, sir, another thing that's happening is I don't know if y'all seen it, but things are happening to black people where they so trying to cover up things that they don't even make the news like that, except if you get on TikTok. Like a few weeks ago, they had murdered police, and the witnesses were there like 10 feet away. They killed a little black boy, and there were witnesses who seen these things, and the cop claimed that the little boy pulled out a gun on him when the little boy was trying to run away from the cops because he's a kid. And he ran, and the cop still shot him. And the cop claimed that the little boy pulled out a gun. And it sounds like something like Tamir Rice. But we don't hear about it because the media is now trying to suppress a lot of things. Like y'all recall a few months ago the brother who got shot, where the white man said he claimed that the brother was hitting on his wife or on his girlfriend.
That happened up in that was up in Seattle, Washington, or up around the Pacific Northwest area. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, sir. You see, but they don't make that. But the point is that they're trying not to make a big stink out of this these days because they don't want them riots. They don't want the disturbances. Like, but the people tired. People tired of the repeated history of getting shot, getting killed, getting stepped on. And the I.S.U.P.K, like, we're not going to put it down. We're going to keep bringing the fire, One way or another, you're going to hear about what happened in the Blacks and Latinos and Native American Indians through Command General, through the I.S.U.P.K. One way or another, you will find out. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord wants black people to know, Hispanic and Native Indians, First Nations, to know what is happening in your community. What, if whether it be directly or indirectly, because it all affects us. Whereas America is trying to cover up a lot of things, and then failures like Al Sharpton, like Benjamin Crumb, like even Jesse Jackson. I remember when Jesse Jackson went, I forgot, I think it was with the Mike Brown incident, and even in that instant, brothers was like dissing Jesse Jackson, like, what you gonna do? What you come here for? You know what I'm saying? You gonna bail the brothers out? They got arrested over this. They started to realize that all these leaders for so long acting like they gave a damn about brothers and sisters, but really, they really sacrificing, like the way the men in the I.S.U.P.K sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, we take something to live, and people need to see that thing, and they're going to recognize the I.S.U.P.K and the Command General Hunter, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
That's right.
We ain't never had a price. We ain't never took money to do no service for this empire. And these leaders, they done sold out so much that they can't afford now to go against the employer, because they go against them. They're gonna bring all the tapes. They're gonna bring out all the stuff they say. They're gonna destroy damn near dogs at the end of a leash. Because even that one you talk about, Ash, with Tamir Rice. Remember, they shot Tamir Rice from in the car like 2-point-something seconds when they pulled on him, and he's showing them a toy gun. Meanwhile, that Kyle Rittenhouse, he just shot 3 people, killed one, pull out AR, and the cops give him water. The cops didn't fire, shot, they didn't tase him, nothing. But Tamir Rice with a toy gun is as soon as the cop car pull out, they ain't even slow down. He shoot from inside the car, kill the young boy. And these leaders say nothing.
If I could, was that the trial that they televised the other day with the young white kid crying, fake crocodile crying on?
Yeah.
You see, even if I could, even America make their own, act like oh, it was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It was a mistake. I did this so that way we can feel sorry for them. But who felt sorry for Tamir Rice?
Yeah.
Who felt sorry for the little 7-year-old boy that got shot in the back? Hey, who felt sorry for Mike Brown?
Right.
I'm gonna say this, Oz.
Yes, sir.
And what you saying and what Meshach and I is saying is right. But I want everybody to know this here. Y'all shouldn't be surprised at what's going on. I'm gonna say it again. You shouldn't be surprised at what you see. Because everybody know the history of how we've been dealt in this land. And you know the history of the people who've done it to us. Don't be surprised at what you see. Instead of being surprised, learn how to now start doing things for yourselves.
Right.
And slowly but surely take your spirit out of this place. Start there. The Lord said, for these 12 tribes and Zephaniah 2:1 to come together. It's that time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? Let them do and be who they gonna be. The key is you got to be who the Lord wants you to be.
Mm-hmm.
You part of these 12 tribes, you got a certain way that you got to live. Start living like that. And you will see hell, destruction coming upon the whole earth.
That's
our
right.
enemies, but not to us. Because now we done changed. And doing the Lord say do, now He keeping us safe, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Don't be amazed. It's getting more and more like, wow, I'm not, I ain't amazed at what I hear no more about the news and things going on with our oppressor and his kids and what they're doing. I'm like really not amazed.
Right.
My focus now is to continue to stay focused on His truth. And to go out here and wake up other brothers and sisters to this truth. Because our job is to learn this truth, learn who you are to get back to the Lord. That's how we change the situation for Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. You understand me? Don't put your trust in their system and their politics. Don't do that, man. Do what the Lord said. Yeah, we got to live here. We going to live here. Yeah, we got to follow by the laws. Christ did, yeah. But the Lord will be on your side.
Right.
I'm not surprised at what I hear. I ain't surprised these cats get off. I ain't surprised at it.
Yeah.
They stacking the deck. You understand me? So now what I do, I take my energy and my time, my spirit, and I put it into this truth.
Come.
I put it into waking up every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian out here, man. To show them a better way of life than what we got and what we've been living, man. You understand me? That's how you fight this battle. That's how you gonna win this battle. They gonna be who they gonna be.
Right.
I ain't surprised. But now it's up to you now to be who the Lord wants you to be.
Right.
That is the key. You understand me? That is the key.
Come.
You understand? Meshach, go ahead. I hear you. Meshach, whenever you gonna come, I'm gonna come. You got something in your mind, brother. Go ahead. Come on.
Slag
Come on.
It coming from all sides with this with all these cases. I don't know if it's something spiritual with these two cases going on at the same time, with everything else. But I don't know if you all remember in the beginning when they just shot Ahmaud Arbery. This guy here, the one on the left, he's the one who recorded the shooting. He was in the car recording when the McMichaels was on the truck. Mm-hmm. And he's the one that tried to snitch first. I don't know if you all remember, to get out of it and say he didn't know they was going to shoot. He was just there taping. But this CNN clip, you all could go, anybody could watch it after. Remember, this same Goff, this is his lawyer who was back then. Mm-hmm. This is the same one who said he don't want Al Sharpton and any Black lawyer. He went on CNN and say how this guy is a dummy, how he didn't graduate high school. I don't know if you all remember. He went on CNN and really messed up the whole damn thing. Everybody was like, well, he going to jail if this is his lawyer. Like now to say, well, he's a dummy, don't know anything he doing. He basically had the intelligence of a 14-year-old. And making him look like, okay, well, he's really this hick-town hillbilly who gonna kill a black man just by seeing him jogging. So that's the kind of idiot you have down there. But the two of them stupid, the lawyer and the one, but at the same time, Esau will say, you know what, they my stupid. I'll take them. I'll bend the laws. I'll silence this one. I'll not allow this. I'll say he could only say this just to get them off. Like what he was saying. So like they'll go to lengths for theirs. Like now what we'll do for ours. What will we do for ours? You know what I mean? We quick to throw away ours as a people. Our leaders quick to throw away the others. Like, but Esau, even being the devil, is even in his sin, even in his wickedness, he's showing a great deal of brotherhood to make sure his people don't suffer, to make sure his people don't go. Even with the Kenosha trial, that Kyle Rittenhouse is white people he shot, but they're making sure he don't even pay for that. It's like, all right, you got to eat that bullet. Yeah, I mean, you got to eat that AR-15 shot. But we ain't even halfway there as a people. If we're going to take it over from this oppressor, if this is the extent he'll go to, like how much more brotherhood we need to show each other. If this is what he'll do when he done murder somebody on tape twice. That Kendall shooting is on tape. This Ahmaud Arbery shooting is on tape. And look how far he'll go. But we as a people, we ain't, we have Al Sharpton and Benjamin Crump leading charge.
And I'm gonna say this to you. This is how much you're right about them stacking the table. There's an article that Commander GEN.YAHANNA brought out on the show last Monday. And instead it said that they wanted more. Oh man, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say hillbillies, that's the wrong word. But it's more people like that. Like they wanted more of them on the jury, you know what I mean, than anybody else. Oh man, we brought it out on the show. That was this past Monday. Commander GEN.YAHANNA on the show, he brought it out. Oh man, what am I looking for? Dumb jacks or dumb? Oh man, come on, y'all, help me out.
I'm looking for it now.
Because it touches on what you're saying right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now to see what it says. It's a lot. And if I could too, so like this is the makeup of that in parts of Georgia. I remember the general even he did the tape on Forsyth, Georgia. Like that's the makeup of that type, like that real, real old hill, real Hatfield and McCoy type hillbilly down there.
That's what he said. He wanted more on the jury, but he made something up. Oh man, what did he say? He said another word they used for it, huh?
He said that certain way.
No, so he said dumb jacks or hold on, damn. Oh man, what did this cat say?
Somebody say having the type in a hill jacks.
Okay, I wonder if this is it. It could be that. What does it say? Hill jacks?
Yeah.
No.
Bubbas.
If I could say, let me read this. I don't know if this one would say a defense attorneys previously expressed concern over not only how many people didn't show, but also was missing among those who did. It would appear that white males born in the South over 40 years of age with 4-year college degrees, some euphemistically known as Bubba or Joe Sixpack, seem to be...
That's it. No, that's it. That's it.
Oh, God.
That's it.
Straight Mel.
That's it. I think I found it. Hold on. I found it. Oh man, I found it. Mashak, I gotta get you this thing here, brother.
Come on, see.
Hold on. Yeah, they want the bubbles in a 6-pack, 6-packs, whatever they call that crap. Oh, wow. Yes. That's the article, Mashak.
Come. He said he wanted more bubbas. He said not enough bubbas.
Like that lets you know, man. Like I said, like I feel like we back in them times, man.
Yeah.
I be back,
Certain
the
places.
60s, the 50s, the 40s. Like we back during that time. You understand? We back during that time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We'll be back there. But here's the that's it. Judah right. Bubba Joe 6-pack. Yep. Joe 6-pack. UPK, you're hard. Yep. You're right. Straight mill. Right. You're right. You know what I mean? Just started paying. You're right. The bubbles. Like they wanted them bubbles. You know what I mean? To be back there again. Yeah. Hill Jack, Schlock, so damn right. And listen, why? Why is he doing that, y'all? Because they prefer their own. They know them people that he asking for as part of that community, they all got the same mindset.
Yeah.
They all think the same. They live the same. And they're going to get these cats off. So that's why he want them there. You know what I mean? They all part of that same lifestyle. You understand? Same lifestyle. And let me say this to you. It's unjust, and it shows the hypocrisy that's in this land called America. But understand this. They live in who they're supposed to be. I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
We should see this as a sign and say, you know what? You see how they prefer their own? Let's start us preferring our own now, man.
Yeah.
Let's start doing that. Let's start really be down for our people, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you're going to say be down. What we got to do? What them brothers in the corner talking about? Them Israelites. Them hardcore cats, man. Them UPK cats, man. You know what I mean? What they look alike.
Right.
Let me see what they saying. Let me learn how to come back together in the truth. Let me say this for y'all. Let me say how much y'all are influencing the whole earth. As I was scrolling looking for this story, right? And you know when you put us in the search engine, everybody in the whole earth comes up. From the fake Israelite groups to Christians, right? Now I'm scrolling down, and I scroll down past this cat. I think he might have been, what's that cat name? TD Snakes?
Come.
And when these cats start wearing all black with black hoodies. Now, come on now. I ain't slow. Who out here wearing all black with black hoodies and all black and different things, the hoodies and sweatshirts and the boys? Who out here doing that?
Right.
That's us.
That's right.
You mean they don't see what we doing? And they ain't influencing the whole earth? Yeah, we are.
Right.
We got to stay the course. You understand me, man? Stay this course. Let them be who they want to be.
Right.
But you black, Hispanic, Native American, you don't 12 tribes. You got to be who the Lord said for you to be, man.
Right.
That's your job. That's your goal, man. That's the real mission. Mashak, you done spent the whole show on this one particular topic, brother.
It deserves it so that they've been cooling for 60 years. They could get 60 minutes. They deserve the 60 minutes. They've been up in there earning that check for 60 years, selling us down the river. They deserve 60 minutes again. You know, good.
I'm still like I said.
Come on, now,
just as how you could see, I mean, the justice system is, is rigged in a way. Whereas if you're poor, you done. You know what I mean? If you're black, you're done. Basically, a minority, you done in this court system. Because this lawyer for the Rittenhouse trial, the judge, he acting like Rittenhouse, like a lawyer or some consultant or something, in Rittenhouse corner. Because he for sure trying to make the case as how did a lawyer put it? He trying to make the case where Rittenhouse get a so-called fair trial in their site. You know what I mean? Which shows you they could do that for us too when it comes to the cops and them killing us. You understand? Like they bring in your past life to show you that you in, you know what I mean, quote unquote, in with, you know what I mean, SHIT to them. You know what I mean, or to America. And the cop just got rid of a problem.
Yeah.
When the judge, he could throw that out and deal with the fact that you killed an innocent man that day.
Exactly.
You understand? Like throw it out. He has the power to throw out stuff like that where it never comes to court. And you deal with that black man like that, like the innocent man that they had killed on that day. But nah.
Like, Doc, let me tell you something, brother. Let me give you a story. I said I wasn't gonna go into this area. We're gonna talk totally about it, but I gotta bring this out. When I first got out the police academy, I hit the streets, right? I'm out there. First time I'm going to court, right? I'm looking at this cat record. This cat had a record, right? The record was horrendous. Right? His prior, they call them priors. He had priors, right? But the 88 said, listen, we cannot bring out his priors in court. I said, well, why not? He look at what he's been doing. He said it has nothing to do with this case right here. He said you can't bring out priors because you will get the case thrown out. You know what I mean? So he told me you can't speak about a man's priors. So I knew from that point on, even though the cat may be a career criminal, you can't speak on his priors. So why they always do it with us? Right. Knowing you can't bring that out of court. Knowing that's the legal. Why would you bring up a man's priors if he ain't trying to taint his image and taint who he is, man? You understand? You understand? Like that's evil as hell to be doing it, man. And it goes against their own laws. It goes against what they say is right and wrong. That's why once again I'm gonna say it again, man. Like these leaders have done a job, but done it horribly. You have us put our faith and trust in the system that does not love us. They don't. You understand?
That's right.
So now what we do is we take that. You come in I.S.U.P.K, learn how to become somebody else, and you leave that old person alone. You take that old life and throw it in the garbage, man. That's why it's important when you come into school, man. Take that time out to change. There's always going to be a constant change in your life in the truth. Take that time to change, man. And to stay focused on this truth, man. You understand? But Shock, what else we gonna go into, man? If we want anything else, man? We done spent the whole story on this show. I'm gonna see about something else if we got more. Unless you about
it. We definitely have two other stories. If I could do this on this one, you remember a couple of weeks ago we did the show on Rittenhouse, and we played the video where he was in the car saying if he had his AR he would just start shooting. You know the judge said that cannot come into the case. The prosecutor was trying to use that as evidence of intent and where his mind was at. The judge said, man, check that by the door. That evidence can't come in here. You know what I mean? So, but when it comes to us, you know, you do something in fourth grade is a problem. They're gonna bring all that thing out. So
let me ask you a question. Why did the judge say throw it out? What's the whole point of throwing it out?
I mean, I could pull the article and see exactly what he said, but he said you're not going to be able to use that. He said I think they didn't want to influence the jury against him, something like that. It was something with the jury. The tape was going, be on fair light on Rittenhouse with the jury. When the judge say you can't do it, they probably say no. How you know it's him or whatever, but it was posted I think from his social media or his friend's social media.
He said, I saw the tape. Now let me say this to you: how many cats get locked up because they dumb behind saying some stuff on Instagram?
Yeah, all the time. From the music, from songs.
Yeah, and I was
young boy named TK. He have a song called "The Race." he gonna run the race, and the whole song he talking about some shooting, and they give him life based on the song.
Bobby Smurder.
Bobby Smurder, god damn.
Like you have to understand, man. And that's why I said, like, man, I please listen, if you a brother, sister, man, and you hear my voice, man, I implore you, man, to change your life. To get down with the Most High and change your life and become who the Lord intended for you to be, man. Stop putting your faith in things that's been failing you. Like on one side, they said that we can't allow this thing or this cat. He playing a video game and he said it is him. Yeah. Everybody knows it's him. That can't be allowed in the courtroom. But so many young brothers done things out of ignorance, living in this world, and they paying for it right now. And they use social media to build a case against them. Mm-hmm. Forget about all them drug kingpins and that cat Vlad, I ain't gonna say his name, but you know, we might get flagged for it, but you know how many things you be saying. But this cat said it, and they said, oh, we can't use that. Same thing you said, Bashak, but they didn't allow a lot of footage of the Michael Brown killing. Yeah. You understand me? All that's done because they love their own kind.
Yeah, come.
Like, when you going to see it, they love themselves, man. They love their people. You know what I mean? So now, with that being said, why don't we now do what the Lord said for us to do? You black Hispanic Native Indian, man, stop eating that damn pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, man.
Right.
Hey, stop. Start doing the things that God said for you to do, man. Start loving your brother like you love yourself, man.
Right.
Learn how to forgive your brother like you would want to be forgiven if you did something wrong to somebody. Let's start with them basic things, man.
Right.
And brother, we'll turn the ghetto into paradise, man.
That's right.
You wouldn't have to worry about moving out the ghetto because the ghetto will have everything you need.
Oh, God.
It'll have everything you want. The brotherhood and the sisterhood is key, man.
Come.
It's very, very key. Go ahead, Mashak, you want to say something?
Now let's go to the next story if you want to.
Come on, let's go. Next story.
Come. Biden. We're going to Joe Biden. Uncle Joe. Let's see. Biden. Families of children separated at U.S.-Mexico border deserve compensation. Like he, you know.
They ain't gonna get it. He can talk that, they ain't gonna get it.
Exactly.
They gonna block that.
Come on, God. He gonna right now. Biden. He should be his name bad in the hood. He promised us. He say what? If you vote for me, I'll give you something out the gate. He got into office and he protected the LGBT and the Stop Asian, and then went and had a whole vote to give black people their money. Like we gonna be his pawns all the way through. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Washington.
That is correct. Go ahead.
And so like you said, and this year, sir, you know what I mean, if people, you know what I mean, ain't, you know what I mean, in these UPK classes, they're gonna get taken by, you know what I mean, what the Democrats and Republicans doing. This here is a what you call a political move. You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with him loving the Mexicans.
Right.
It has nothing to do with Biden loving the Mexicans. This is merely a political move. It's just like with Abraham Lincoln. They like to say that Abraham Lincoln freed the slave. But Abraham Lincoln is famous for saying if he could have joined the Confederates with the Union without ending slavery, he would have done it. With this, you know that Abraham Lincoln, you know what I mean, didn't give a damn about the slave. It was just a political move. You understand? And that's what this is all about.
About Lincoln also. Nothing he's famous for that don't get talked about a lot is him doing a mass murder on Native American Indians.
Right.
You know, there was one time he was going to have 312 Native American Indians lynched in one day and ended up doing less than that. But nonetheless, you know, that's something that they don't talk about. Lincoln and as Captain I thought was saying about that giving the money is a political move, but I wonder if also how much is going to be putting back into their pockets.
Right.
I wonder that because none of it is going to go to the Mexicans, that's for sure. None of it is going to go to the Central Americans, and we know that.
Yeah. And once again, I'm gonna say this to you. Another reason why he got to do what he got to do. Here's the political part about that, right with him. Y'all don't understand. I'm gonna go back to what the brothers did under Captain GEN.YAHANNA and under Captain I.S.U.P.K. That mission to Acuna had a lot of ramifications, man. Like they showed the whole earth what it means to have extreme brotherhood for brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? And they beat down and put it all on the line for your people. Now, what they saw is what they usually do for people. Right or wrong?
Right.
Mm-hmm. You usually see, you know, this oppressive kingdom coming with their big old boats and jets and airplanes coming down and help saving the people. Put it all on the line, going to the face of danger to save people. But this time, the Lord had it when brothers did it. And not just any brothers. The brothers in the I.S.U.P.K. sacrifice, you know what I mean? And cross that border and feed them people, you know what I mean? Give them what they need in time of need. They gave them not only to the tribe of Levi, it was I.S.U.P.K down there, Ephraim, the whole nine, all the tribes was there, man. So this is what you said again, is so heavy, I.S.U.P.K and Osh, part of them saving face because of what we did, man. Like y'all don't understand what we did, and that mission to Acuna had ramifications all over the earth, man.
Right.
All over the earth.
Constant.
You understand me? And now you're seeing some of the effects of that. Now he want to give them the money. Why? Because we embarrassed them cats down there, man.
Right.
Showing them solidarity, showing them how to come together for young people, man. We embarrassed them down there. Like y'all don't understand, well, y'all understand the U.P.K, but everybody don't understand that the Lord is mixing a pot right now.
That's right.
The Lord got it going a certain way right now. And why do he have it going that way? Because he wants his prophets known in the earth. He wants his children known in the earth. And he gonna show you who he loves and who he don't love in this earth. Mm-hmm. That's what he's gonna show you. You understand? He's gonna show you. The Bible says, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm about to mess it up, but it states that he's gonna confound the nations, you know what I mean, through teaching the scriptures, man. I think I kind of messed it up. You understand? You might know what I'm talking about, right? That scripture where it says he's gonna confound the nations with the Bible, with the truth. You know what I mean? That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna happen. So yeah, he got to do this here, man. They got embarrassed, Rashad.
Man.
They got embarrassed by Negroes from the ghetto.
Yes, sir.
And a Penske van.
Right.
Go ahead. What else, Rashad? Come on.
President Joe Biden said Saturday that the families of children separated from their parents at the U.S.-Mexico border during the Trump administration should be compensated, as his Department of Justice is in settlement talks with affected families.
And he said they should be, but don't mean they're going to get it.
Right.
They're not going to give them that money. They're not going to do it, man. Because they can give 2 cents about them. They're not going to.
Right.
But here's what's going to happen. And here it is, because you're going to hear from a prophet of the Lord, men in the I.S.U.P.K. Because of what you have done to us and all the evil, the Lord sees, the Lord is listening, the Lord is watching. You will catch hell for what you have done to us, man. And it ain't going to take a long time for it to come. More things will be happening to you in your kingdom because of what you have done to God's chosen people. It's going to happen. That's coming. That's coming. Because of the evil that you have done. You think I'm a lie? Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about, huh?
Right.
Somebody give me Isaiah 47:6 real fast.
Come on.
Somebody quickly give me Isaiah 47:6. Oh, I don't know. We don't know what we're talking about in the U.P.K, huh? We don't know, huh? we do know.
Johnson.
We do know these prophecies. And guess what? You won't learn them too. But you won't learn them from being on the back end of them. Read, who got Isaiah 47:6? Matter of fact, start at verse 1 and we'll fast.
I got it, sir. I got it, sir. Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
See that?
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Who's it talking about, virgin daughter of Babylon? It's talking about the land of America, man.
Right.
It's Babylon the Great. Virgin meaning what? It ain't been touched yet. The Lord now touching you now. Doing all kind of evil things to you, man. Right. Now drop down to verse 6, brother.
Come on. Verse 6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance. And
you know why he polluted us? He put us with you as a punishment, man. That's the pollution. Go ahead.
Come. I've given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy.
Go ahead.
Upon the ancient hast thou verily heavily laid the yoke. Verse 7.
Who's the ancient? That's the nation of Israel. And you put a yoke upon us, man. You went above and beyond what the Lord said for us supposed to be happy and supposed to do. You understand me? Above and beyond. And the Lord is going to deal with you. You understand me? Mashak, I'm having a ball. Look, see them little posts they putting up here, man. And that's cool. You know why it's cool? Because that just shows the further ignorance of our oppressors.
Come on.
Like what we saying up here, we ain't lied on one thing we said. And we speaking on facts of what's going on in this country.
Right.
And we're bringing out biblical scripture. Ain't nobody in here going off emotion. This is facts, baby. It's facts. But when you do things like that there, you show your emotions.
Yep.
And you show how ignorant you are. You understand me? And it also shows that the Lord was right. And what we said about the Lord is right. About what you have done to us. And will continue to do if God don't intervene.
Right.
If he don't send his son Christ, a black man, you put that in the chat room. A black man from the tribe of Judah and 200 million angels. They on their way. They on their way. Keep on reading, brother. Any more on that?
That was the end of verse 6. Verse 7 says, and thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things into thy heart.
Meaning you think you're going to be precious forever, and you didn't think that there was a punishment for touching the children of the Lord. You better take what Kirkpatrick said. That Pastor Kirkpatrick said it, that black people are God's chosen people, and there's a punishment to pay for what's been done to them.
That's right.
He said it. And when he said black, he's talking about all blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, all of them.
That's right.
Because we all black people.
That's right.
They're creative with these names too. This one, his name is Bomb Diggity Bill Juggalo's Cooking Class. Oh boy, listen. This is them, boy. This is more Bob. This is them Bobbas. Yeah, I mean, this is Bubba and what they call it, Six Pack Jack.
Mm-hmm.
Bubba's,
mm-hmm.
Billy Hatfield and William McCoy. That's them. They're big mad. They can't get to murder black people and gloat about.
You know what, Mashak? You know what's hilarious about it is that when it's time to deal with facts, right, and knowledge and information, they can't stand in front of us.
Yeah. That's right.
Can't nobody stand in front of us. All they can do is make innuendos or ignorant statements like how they're making right now.
That's right.
But they can't come with facts to stand in front of us. We ain't seen it yet. We see all that dumb stuff we see all the time. You know what I mean? And listen, it don't matter. Cool, we see all that now. But you can't come to us with no real facts.
Right.
But we come to you with facts from the Lord about what your future is according to the Lord and what you have done to God's chosen people. And that's going to come to pass. Guaranteed. All right, the brother Kevin Daniels. Listen, Kevin Daniels, what city you in, man? You got to contact the captain of that city, the captain of that city, and he'll help you out with your problem. So once you put your city in the chat room, and then we'll show you, you know what I mean, who to contact. You understand? Florida. Somebody type in Captain Shamoyala's number in Florida, man, and have him contact him so we can get the situation taken care of, all right?
Okay.
And then we'll leave it at that, all right? Kevin Daniels, somebody going to type in the number to Captain Shamoyala. He's the camp leader for the whole Florida zone. Contact him, and he'll help you with your situation. But I'm going to tell you this here, man. If you're not already in classes, you got to start, man. And start learning how to live your life the right way, man. Let's start there. All right? All right, let's go. Let's get it. Mashak, what else we got, brother? Come on.
So we good with Joe Biden. They're talking about, they're saying they think they should get 450,000 to each person affected. But that figure might change by the time, you know, they go to the Congress and all that.
So hold on, each person get 450,000?
That's what they started off. They said the government was considering payments of around 450,000 to each person affected, but has since changed the figure, though not dramatically. A person familiar with the talks told the Associated Press. The person spoke on condition of anonymity because discussions are private. All right? And once again, this could be his attempt at a re-election campaign early, because they know now Trump coming right back.
Yeah.
Trump is coming right back, so he had to start to sway the whole thing right now. Not to mention all the pressure we done give them over these Afghans they done bring in. Like, how you gonna bring in the Afghans, get them medical care, housing out there in Virginia, and nice ass houses in Virginia, and the the Hispanics on the border. You're losing people, children, and these Afghans raping people first day out, fresh out of the damn army base. So they starting it now.
No, Mashak, they was raping on the army base, bro.
On the army base.
They was on a military base raping kids.
Right. Yeah. So they that re-election ploy right there, trying to go after the tribe of Issachar. You know what I mean? And that, trying to see if they could split the tribes down the middle by giving Issachar something. Meanwhile, they took him back, Levi, because they saw, back to the mission to Acuna, they saw the unity between Issachar and Levi on the border. They saw how Issachar was helping Levi working with Issachar. But now it's like, our oppressor, he cunning, and we ain't ready for the game he willing to play. You know what I mean?
That's right, brother. And let me tell you something, man. Y'all take that mission to Acuna to heart. And what y'all seen happen with these tribes. And you live that life every day.
Come on.
That mission to Acuna is what we do every day in the I.S.U.P.K. Come on. You know what I mean? What you saw was something amazing, and we know it was amazing. But we live that every day.
Constant.
We put all the line for our brothers and sisters every day. Now everybody got to start doing that now, man. And the only way to do it, the picture brother before you is getting his truth, man. Getting his time. And learn what the Lord said learn. And live it. Like, we ain't no hypocrites, man. We live in this thing. You understand me? We don't just walk that walk, we talking. I'm sorry, we don't just talk it, we walk it. So I can head it back with Mashak Naya.
We know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You understand? We talking, but we living it. We walking this walk here, man.
And so like you said, the proof is these hecklers on the that was in the chat. You know what I mean? That's the proof that like they hearing us, they hearing what we're saying, and as you say, they can't. There's no rebuttal for what we're saying because we speak in the facts. You understand? We're showing them that, you know what I mean, the oppressor is the devil. The Bible speaks of. It ain't no way you could come on here and, you know what I mean, and come up against the priests and prophets of the Lord, because we're telling you as is. You know what I mean? What's out there? What's in your face? We ain't sugarcoating it. We ain't taking money for it. We ain't doing none of these things to tell you the truth, according to the Bible.
You know?
That's right.
And also that lets you know, no matter how they try to make it seem like we, you know, sideline and we irrelevant and we not important. This ain't no, you know, just some one or two people who, you know, angry to put up all them comments so quick one after the other with the separate letters. You had to have some kind of internal server to get all them fake accounts to come right back up. As soon as they get rid of them, 3 more come back up. I remember in the past weeks they would block the computer after a while. I couldn't pull up nothing. You know what I mean? Like this, they already know what we're saying is the only thing worth saying right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they let us alone, everybody would believe, just like in the Spirit of Christ.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
Damn right, brother. What else we got in the shop? Come on.
Okay, we had Travis Scott with that Astroworld thing. Like they getting ready to sue this brother for even the rats that die. It did.
You want to read that?
Yeah, if you have it, you could read it. Like, I mean, everybody who, you know, if you had an Astroworld ticket, you could sue Travis Scott now. Get some of that Jenner Kardashian money.
But for sure, I got a question for you. Hold on, y'all. Y'all got to help me out on this one here, right?
Yes.
Who is Travis Scott?
He
Like, who this cat? Like, I don't know. I mean, y'all got to help me out. I mean, I literally do not know who. I don't think I said I know this cat is a brother. Appear to be a black man. That's all I know. Like, what song he's singing that's famous? I mean, what rap he got out there that's hitting? I mean, I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay. He a brother. He's in the vein that's heavily participated by the oppressor's children. Like you know there's some rappers who, you know, they make the music that, you know, Jake gets into. You know what I mean? And then there's the oppressor that goes, then there's the brothers and sisters that goes the route of the oppressor's children. He's one of them. How Lil Wayne started versus how he is now. How he is now is more catering to the oppressor's children. But this guy, him, A$AP Rocky, remember A$AP Rocky was one. He went to Sweden last year or year before, and he get put in jail. And then when he came out, you know, he was seeing with these white girls and saying how he preferred the white girls. You know,
okay, but you ain't helping me out though. What is he? Okay, is he either in hip hop or not? And is this cat? What kind of hip hop is he saying? Is like hip hop and rock music or
nah?
What is it?
Is the high Molly sipping lean hip hop? Is that genre he in? But he's not only into the hip hop. He's also into the fashion. He's like an influencer who have songs. That's why I say like he's in the A$AP Rocky type of category. There's a few others who's like that. They have music, but that's not all they do. And then he's with one of them Jenner girls, one of them Kardashian, the youngest one.
Kylie,
right? Kylie Jenner,
yeah,
right. He's with her. I think he have a couple kids with her. So like he's not just you know, a hip hop artist. He's into that, you know, like he's like an oppressor entertainer. He's like, that's really what he is. He's an entertainer, but it's really the oppressor's children who he entertains. Even this Astroworld, that ain't Summer Jam. That's in the Coachella type conversation. There's only certain of the oppressors and certain of our people who would be there. Like it's, you know, one of them kind of eclectic type concerts. But he's definitely he have music out. He have a couple songs with Drake. You know, as the more popular ones. You know what I mean? He have special edition Michael Jordan shoes. He has a deal with McDonald's and the sneakers. Like he have they put him in a position where he's like an influencer, but he also makes music. But he done pissed the wrong person off because they're getting ready to hang him out.
Yeah, but he got insurance though, huh? Insurance gonna pay for damn near all that.
Yeah, but his reputation though, that they dogging him. Even he be featuring in the Kardashian reality show. Since the concert, they re-edit all the episodes he was in to cut him out.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because once again, in the oppressor's world, they're looking at him like he's reckless and careless because he didn't stop the show because of all these oppressors got trampled. You know what I mean? But meanwhile, when all our clubs get shut up and, our concerts, I done seen worse things happen in concerts. They don't care.
Wow.
They airing him out. And also, too, if for anybody who's, paying attention to the social media, all the Israelite artists, all the Black and Hispanic artists right now, they on purpose stopping the show and asking if everybody is okay. And then they're making them headlines like, SZA stopped her show and asked, Tiana Taylor stopped her show and asked if so-and-so was okay. So as if to throw it in his face more or to be, I don't know if it's a trend they're starting or what, but they're damn near trying to say how he was so reckless because after the concert, he came out and said, I didn't know this was happening. But while the concert was going on, there's video of him saying, yo, security, something going on in front here. Y'all check it out. But he kept on performing. And it's damn near like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Because he a slave. He probably thinking if I stop the show, then I can't get paid. But then he continue and now they're ready to crucify him.
It's like if I could say something. But even with those rockers, the ones that into that real grimy heavy metal music, a lot of that trampling happens, when they dance, right? It's like the mosh pit type of dancing, what they call slam dancing each other, purposely hurting each other, vibing to the music. Nobody stops their concert, but this brother right here, trying, like you said, he's trying to get paid. They'll stop him and make a mockery out of him for not even stopping anything that's happening in this concert. Nobody says nothing about those rockers. Once again, we living in a different world. As you said, General Housing, we living in a totally different world here in America.
So now tell me what I'm going to say. This right here falls in the hands of the Christian church.
That's right.
This falls in the hands of so-called Christian pastors. You understand me? This all falls in their head, man. They put it in the mindset of this brother to do the things he's doing and be the way he's being. It's a Christian mindset. Where everybody gonna accept who he is and what he's gonna do. You understand me? But he gonna see like everybody who has Saul rejecting the Lord and choosing the great money and power in his kingdom versus the Lord, you're gonna see when the Lord gonna bring you down.
That's right.
And he's gonna use the same one that you put your trust in to get that money and power to bring you down. Then what you gonna do?
Right.
Then what you gonna do? You understand me? Yo, y'all make that choice now, man. Get back to your Lord and Savior, your power, man. It's truth, man, as to who you truly are. And let's get out here and save these brothers' lives for real. You understand? What else we got, Mashak?
Come on. So I don't know if you wanted to read on it. They're talking about how, they're suing him so much. Like everybody's suing him. He have a ton of lawsuits coming his way. His lawyer say, that he could not did nothing. He could not stop nothing. There's nothing he could have done. But they're trying to make an example out of it.
Come on with it. You got it, Mashak. You got the help. Come on with it, Hebrew.
No sweat.
It's a lie. Of course not. They're not going to do nothing. That's payday for the lawyer.
All right.
He's going to let it happen to Travis Scott because he's going to get paid either way, whether they beat the case or not. He don't care about that.
Yep. It says.
Yep.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, but Nathan. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have this one. No, I have this. Travis Scott's new spokeswoman calls idea he could have stopped Astroworld ludicrous. That's the one you want to go in?
Yeah, that's
Travis Scott's new spokeswoman, former Baltimore Mayor Stephanie Rawlins Blake, said in a TV interview Friday that the idea the rapper could have stopped the disastrous Astroworld Festival in Houston in ludicrous. They have a 59-page operation plan, and it clearly says the only two people that have the authority to stop the concert were the executive producer and the concert producer, Rawlins Blake said on CBS Morning. He was not responsible for this, but he wants to be responsible for the solution, added the former mayor, who was reportedly introduced to the 30-year-old rapper by a mutual friend, according to CBS Baltimore. Rawlins Blake, 51, who served as a mayor from February 2010 to December 2016, said Scott was unaware the event turned into a tragedy, adding that he and his team later attended a after party at Dave & Buster's to regroup. They were trying to figure out what was going on. It was hours and hours after the concert when they actually found out the tragedy. How the tragedy unfolded, she told the host Gail King, and he has not stopped grieving for these families. He knows that he is who he is because of his fans. His love for his fans is so deep. She added, there was so much chaos.
If I could, it's like you can't really take nothing out how much. She was the mayor of Baltimore when Freddie Gray. She was the mayor of Baltimore. She wasn't the prosecutor, but she's the one who was kind of, like she wanted to push it, she didn't want to push. She wanted to push, she didn't want to push, and then that it just it is what it is afterwards. But they're trying to blame this whole thing on him because he now Astroworld is now it have a tainted with all the tickets they done oversell. Nobody ain't care nothing about that. With this whole COVID, everybody COVID this, COVID that, COVID this. You have a whole concert with so many people and you ain't care about no goddamn COVID. But they get traveled and now he's to blame.
Right.
No. And still like yes, sir. But the kids and them who got killed, those were mostly Caucasian or all Caucasian.
I think it's mostly oppressors, mostly heathens. They had some Israelites in there because there are Israelites who was at the concert, but I think it's mostly oppressors. Majority of them is oppressors.
No. I'm getting to understand. Why it's such a stink, why it's such a disaster.
Right.
Because to them, losing one of their family members, the earth has to stop.
Right.
The earth, something is wrong.
Mm-hmm. And they ain't gonna blame the promoters though. They ain't gonna blame.
No, they're not.
No.
They coming at him.
Yep.
Like they coming at him over his head, man. They ain't coming at the promoters.
Yeah.
Right. And so like you said, they tell the entertainers and them to go out there and entertain. You know what I mean? You ain't no activist, you ain't no this. You are entertainer. Just go do your job.
Right.
But the brother was doing his job. He was entertaining you all so much so you was having fun killing each other.
His performance was to die for.
Yeah. I mean to make it, a joke out there, but you tell LeBron James and them when they come out and say something about what's going on with in black society, you tell him dribble, shut his mouth and dribble.
Right.
Don't say nothing.
If I could add on to that, for the Christians, you see how easily our oppressor wants swift justice. That they come together to take down one black man because they seeking swift justice. How many of us have died in this country? How many of us have suffered in this country? And you black and Christian and political leaders, y'all don't seek swift justice like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't got the right mindset. They stick together. This brother, they're gonna tear him apart, they're gonna shred him apart. The lawyer's gonna be extra happy. Either way you go, he gonna get paid. Everybody's gonna get paid. Travis Scott, as Captain Mashad said, name is gonna get turned into mud. Nobody gonna care about that guy no longer, unfortunately. But our leaders should focus on that, and the people that follow our political and religious leaders should see that. We should learn to stop throwing each other under the bus, because that's our problem. We become Christian and we throw each other under the bus, and we need to stop that. We need to come together in this I.S.U.P.K, because that's the only way we can ever stop that. Other than that, we're just gonna keep getting hit all the time.
Right.
Somebody give me Ezekiel 16 chapter, verse 36 and 37 real fast. Ezekiel 16, verse 36 and 37.
Ezekiel 16, verse 36. Thus saith the Lord God, because thy filthiness was poured out, and thy nakedness discovered through thy whoredoms with thy lovers.
Stop.
With
when it says nakedness, you know what I mean, shown out, because you with your lovers, that's you loving these other nations, man. Yep, you understand me? He's doing these things here to get money, get paid. Which is why he even dealing with the whatever that girl is.
The Kardashian.
Yeah, it's about money.
Kelly.
It's about money. It's about wealth. It's about fame. You understand me? Go ahead.
That's a lot. Come. With thy lovers and with all the idols of thy abominations, and by the blood of thy children which thou didst give unto them.
Keep on reading.
Verse 37. Behold, therefore, I will gather all thy lovers with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all them that thou hast loved, with all them that thou hast hated. I will even gather them round about against thee.
Stop.
And will destroy.
He gathered them against the Lord doing this here, man. All the ones that loved him, you know what I mean, that made him rich, that got him his money, now they coming at him now because of what's going on. I know I hear all the time the fact that his conscience always come to this, always come to this. They set the stage to destroy this young man. Why? Because you put your love into them. Right. That's decided for money. You know what I mean? For power, for fame. Now the same people you put your trust in, the Lord is using to destroy you, man. You understand me? To destroy you. Keep on reading.
Come. And will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all thy nakedness.
Go ahead.
Verse 38. And I will judge thee as women that break wedlock and shed blood are judged, and I will give thee blood in fury and jealousy.
You see that the Lord, there's more to the story here, but I'm gonna stop right here for time's sake. But they coming for this young brother's neck. You know what I mean? Because of what he has done against the Lord. Now your insurance is supposed to take care of this here. Your insurance supposed to have this all covered. That's why they got insurance, right? Mm-hmm. Like they said, the concert producer and the event producer supposed to be the ones taking the blame for this here. Right. But that's not what's going on. They're coming at his neck. And the Lord is making this up. Because he chose this particular lifestyle and the money that comes behind it versus being an Israelite and the Lord chose the people, man. Mm-hmm. He done hoard himself out over what he doing. So now the Lord dealing with him. And the same ones he put his trust in and loved and everything, the Lord will use those same ones to destroy him. They setting that stage. What I keep talking about all the time, his conscience are always like this here. All these things going on. All I hear about is him and his conscience always ended up like this here. They setting the stage for him, man. Let that be a lesson to everybody, man. You understand me? our focus is on these 12 tribes and raising them up according to the Lord, man. Put it all on the line. The Lord said the kingdom is for us. When Yahweh shall return, why are you selling out for crumbs right now?
Yep.
Come on, man. Let's get it together, man.
And general, these things be happening, like the sister put in the chat, they fall out for Joel Osteen the same way. The brother put in the chat, Joel Osteen, they fall out for. I remember seeing concerts with Michael Jackson when I was young, where them girls they fainting, dying. Michael come out on stage, he stop, he do the pose. Then the beat and the lights flash, he do something like this, and the whole front row just fall out and pissing on themselves. I gotta pass them girls over the top. And nobody ain't come for Michael for that. In fact, it made Michael Jackson even bigger. So, Travis Scott, you had a killer performance, You're going straight to the top.
That's some fentanyl in it.
You're going in the big leagues now. You're in the big leagues. You know what I mean? Like, this is normal. It's the normal thing. They're trying to make him pay for something that's normal. You're crazy.
And listen, real fast, Ash. What you brought out is true, Mashak. But one thing with this here with Mike, they came at Mike as well.
God.
All them lovers that Michael Jackson was down with, they turned on him.
You're right.
So when he had to go back now and try to get the brothers from the Nation of Islam to be his protection. Remember that?
Yeah.
They turned on him as well. It don't matter what kind of status you have in this land. It don't matter. When you go against the Most High, the ones you loving gonna turn against you.
Right.
Ask Bill Cosby. Ask O.J. Simpson. Ask all of them that's up there in Hollywood or sports figures who got all this tons of money and fame and power who get turned on.
Right.
By that person in society. Ask them. Ask them. Because you forsake your power and who you are. All right, go ahead, Warrior.
I got a scripture for you if you want. I got one right here for you.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, break it down, Warrior.
Jeremiah 4:30 just goes right to the point. What you said. It say, and when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? What wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself in crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting, in vain shalt thou make thyself fair. Thy lovers will despise thee. They will seek thy life. And that's right there to what's happening to this brother and to many other brothers and sisters who think that Esau thinks our oppressor loves them that much. Thinks that that America loves them and all that. But they, as you said, they'll turn on you and they'll despise you. And time again, we see it over and over again. Like the question we have to ask is, how long? How long? Like we in the church, we know what we need to do.
Right.
Damn right, brother. Damn right. Well, Mashak, I think we over the time, Warrior.
So good
11:16, we over the time. Now, I want to say the water to everybody listening. The Commander GEN.YAHANNA's BLACKWATCH. The water to you, Captain Mashak. Captain I.S.U.P.K, Captain I.S.U.P.K for coming through. Let me hold it down for Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Listen, Commander GEN.YAHANNA will see y'all, brothers and sisters, Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I mean? On BLACKWATCH. Also, Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we got Gentleman Hyman's class, man. You know what I mean? And with that being said, y'all, listen, y'all pay y'all tithes. 10% of your increase. You see what Commander GEN.YAHANNA does with this truth and his money, and he don't blow it. But he actually takes care of the nation of Israel.
Right.
Pay y'all tithes, man. You know what I mean? And Mashak, let's give it about 5 minutes of that clip of the brothers, captains, I.S.U.P.K, I.S.U.P.K, Ahmaud officers, Y.A.W.A.S.A.P, my gun. They got a trooper down there too, right? What's his name?
No, sir. It was just Officer Morgana Moth is down there right now.
All right, Most High Christ and Officer Abundant went down there, man. Let's play some video for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Of that camp down there. I see y'all later, Israel. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom, sir.
Shalom.
Es Dios hablando de none of the things that are in the world.
God is saying don't love a certain world.
Dios nos está diciendo que no amas a un cierto mundo.
I don't love those things that are in that world.
Las cosas que están en ese mundo.
What world is that?
¿Qué mundo es esa?
God don't want us being gay.
El Señor no quiere que nosotros seamos gays.
That's their world.
Eso es parte de él.
God don't want us to be part of that
El
world.
Señor no quiere que nosotros seamos parte de ese mundo.
Right? If any man loves the world, hold on. If any man loves the world,
Dice que si algún hombre ama este mundo, no tome los cuadros,
then God is not in that man.
Dios no está en ese hombre.
Right? Hold on. Okay.
Vamos a ir regresar a Juan 26. Look about Isaiah chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel,
But who?
Israel,
The blacks,
Israel, los morenos,
the Hispanics,
los hispanos,
you Puerto Ricans,
boricuas,
Cubans,
cubanos,
Mexicans,
mexicanos,
Brazilians,
brasileños,
Argentinians,
argentinos,
read on,
shall be saved in the Lord.
shall be what?
Saved in the Lord. Será salvo en el Señor.
Shall be saved in the Lord. You Puerto Ricans. You understand? Read it one more time from the top.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 45, verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation.
You, Puerto Rico,
Boricua,
you are going to be saved,
vamos a ser salvados.
right? Read on.
Yet shall not be ashamed.
You shall not be what?
Ashamed.
You shall not be ashamed.
No vamos a ser avergonzados.
Meaning you ain't going to call yourself Puerto Ricans no more.
En aquel día no vamos a llamarnos puertorriqueños en aquel día.
You're going to call yourself by the name God gave you.
Pero vamos a llamarnos por el nombre que el Señor nos dio.
But you're Ephraim.
Es Efraín.
That's your biblical name.
Ese es nuestro nombre bíblico.
Puerto Rico was given to you.
El nombre puertorriqueño fue dado
by your oppressor.
Por nuestro oprimidor.
Understand? Just like with me, my oppressor, the reason why I speak English,
Como yo, por la razón que yo hablo inglés.
Because my people were conquered by the English tribe.
Porque mi gente fue conquistada por el hombre inglés.
My brother right here, I.S.U.P.K,
mi hermano aquí, I.S.U.P.K,
from Puerto Rico,
Puerto Rico,
speaks Spanish,
habla español,
because they were conquered by Spaniards.
Porque fuimos conquistados de los españoles.
We are brothers and sisters.
Pero somos hermanos y hermanas.
That's right. Right, read.
Not confounded.
No what?
Confounded.
No confounded, meaning you're going to be confused no more.
No vamos a ser en aquel entonces confundidos.
You wouldn't think that this man right here,
no vamos a creer que este hombre aquí,
that looked like Christopher Columbus,
se parece como Colón,
came and died for you.
Murió para nosotros.
How could the man that enslaved you,
¿Cómo va a ser que el hombre que nos esclavizó,
save you?
Va a salvarlo?
How can?
¿Cómo es posible?
Read.
World without end.
What?
World without end.
World without end.
Mundo sin fin.
Without end.
Sin fin.
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Right? Read it again from the
Indians. Murió por morenos, latinos, e indios, nativos americanos. And where we have been scattered over the four corners of the earth. Y son separados morenos, latinos, e indios, nativos americanos. And where we have been scattered that's not of the earth. And the God morenos, latinos, e indios, nativos americanos. Cuando hasta viviendo tenía ovejas diferentes. He said that he died for the remnant of Jacob. Murió por además de Jacob. Us, the people of the future. La people del futuro. Read what you got. The book of Psalms, chapter 51, verse 10. Create in me a clean heart. The Lord said, create in me. King David, the grandfather of Christ, said, put in me a clean heart. What is that? He got to erase all the fallacies in his mind. Creer una razón clara. Tenemos que aprender la verdad y borrar todas las mentiras de la iglesia dentro de nosotros. Every false way, he said, give him a clean heart, meaning a clean mind. Todas las maneras falsas, una mente clara. Oh God, oh Yahweh, that's the Lord's name in the Hebrew, is Yahweh. Oh Señor, se llama Yahweh en el griego. The Almighty Power, the Lord, el Todopoderoso, el Señor. And renew a right spirit within me. And renew a right spirit within me. What is that right spirit? How we treat one another. How we look at our oppressor. How we look at our condition of life. Go ahead. Que tenemos hermandad con nosotros. Go ahead. Give me John 7:38. We're here to preach to the world like Christ said. We have instructions from our King to go out and preach to all the world. That means that all the world means all of Israel. And the Greek cosmos means world, singular. Estamos aquí a enseñar la verdad de la Biblia a toda nuestra gente que dice Jesucristo. The book of John, chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said. If you believe on Christ, as the scripture has said, that he is a black man from the tribe of Judah, the king of Israel. Go ahead. Out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Go ahead, translate that. Si su crees de Jesucristo, como dice la Biblia, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Go ahead. Me, translate that. Oh, this is Spanish.
I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power, 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. 144,000. I'm just trying to make 144,000. One body, one faith, one Lord. Feel like I can take over the world with one sword. 144,000 men on one accord. Not being in this army is something you can't afford. Real niggas across the board, ain't no suckers round us. You was looking for the truth, well that's how you found us. Now it's time to lace your boots up. We got the order from the king, round the troops up. Let's go to war and die defending this nation. If we gotta, ain't no stopping us now. The chosen people of the power, standing strong like a man. Cause in our camp it ain't no cowards. 144 grand, nigga, it's step before dishonor. Rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. I'd rather die like a man than live like a coward. There's a ghetto up in heaven and it's ours. Black power,